Quadrilaterals are anything that's a four-sided figure, and there's a few specific quadrilaterals that we're going to be focusing on. So today I'm going to go over the types, and we're going to talk about some specific features, I guess. Words are failing me today. Some specific features of each of them. So the different types of quadrilaterals, first of all, there are parallelograms. Parallelograms. I have a friend who teaches math in Laurel, and he named his cat Lella for parallelogram.
Does she have four sides?
No, but I just thought it was a pretty name. Parallelogram. It's a cool name for a cat.
Kind of illogical.
Okay, so
People name cats stupid things all the time.
well, and Lella is very pretty.
I
So-
named my cat after Pepper Potts. It's okay.
So on a parallelogram, a couple features are that opposite sides are both congruent and parallel. So parallelograms, opposite sides are both congruent and parallel. Same thing with the angles. Opposite angles are congruent. Alright? Next type of quadrilateral we're going to talk about is a rectangle. So for a rectangle, it's the same as the parallelograms. Opposite sides are parallel and congruent, but all angles are 90 degrees. So same as parallelogram. I'm going to call it a p-gram. But all angles 90 degrees. So to draw it in as 90 degrees, I'm going to do these boxes here. Okay, so every rectangle is a parallelogram, but not every parallelogram is a rectangle.
Is that like how every square
Mhm.
is a rectangle?
It's exactly
Not
the
every
same.
rectangle is a square.
So now we're going to talk about the next one here, number 3, which are squares. Squares are the same as rectangles, except all sides have the same measure. So every square is a parallelogram and every square is a rectangle, but not all parallelograms are squares, and not all parallelograms are rectangles, and not all rectangles are squares. So, same as rectangle, but all sides congruent. So not only is every square a rectangle, but every square is also a parallelogram. But not every parallelogram is a rectangle, and not every rectangle is a square.
And just like that, you still feel
I'm only going to add 2 more. Well, no, I'll only add 1 more for today, and then we'll cover the rest of them as we go through the chapter. The last one I'm going to add is one of my all-time favorite words to say in the world, which is trapezoid. That's awesome.
Trapezoids are like the best shape
I
ever.
dare you to use trapezoid in a sentence sometime today.
Trapezoid is a stupid word.
That's a tautology. No, in like an actual, genuine, organic sentence.
Wow.
What, so she needs, like, needs to...
Even if it were, Mom,
you
we
can't
learned
even
about.
use it as like an adjective or a verb.
Oh, trapezoidal.
or-
You trapezoidal. I trapezoided it up today. There's a verb.
Oh my goodness. Okay, but what would trapezoided it up mean?
Get Zoid.
It means
Like,
you did
I
trapezoids.
made this quadrilateral action thing.
No, get Zoid just rub. There.
Okay, so for a trapezoid, bases are parallel. That is the only thing that is a definition for it. Bases are parallel. So base 1 parallel to base 2. These two sides here can do whatever they want. They can be equal, they don't have to be equal. They can be parallel, they don't have to be parallel.
Good for them.
All that needs to be true about a trapezoid, which is just such a fun word to say, is that the bases have to be parallel. Everything else, they do what they want. They're like the honey badger.
Honey badgers are terrifying.
No, is that too old? Is that 2010?
Nah,
Too old of a
I
reference?
got it.
Okay.
2011 and a half.
Thank you for pinpointing specifically when the honey badger was popular.
It's still
I
popular.
don't remember it ever being
Only
popular.
foolish people don't like honey badger.
You don't remember seeing that video? Honey badger just don't care.
No, I don't.
Honey badger does what it wants. Hey.
You know what videos I do remember? Is those like stupid like a boss videos. I do remember those.
Okay.
Just because
So-
Seth Rogen was in one.
That's
Today-
the one music one.
We're focusing on a couple things, and make sure that you're reading the instructions here. I want to go over specifically with you guys on this assignment because the test was an issue.
Can I have another, please?
Yeah. Did I only give you two? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So on today's assignment, for the first two, it's just like the warm-up. You're finding the measure of the angle that's indicated. Stop. Stop. For 3 through, gentlemen. For 3 through 8, you're finding what x is. So x equals would be your answer. For 9 and 10, you are solving for x, but then also finding the measure of the angle. Okay, for 11 and 12, it's review, and 13 through 18, it's review, but make sure you're paying attention to what the instructions are telling you to find. If it says find x, find x. If it says find the measure of the indicated angle, substitute x in and find the measure of the indicated angle. Okay?
Can I borrow a pen?
I don't have any pens.
I know you have a pencil. You used a pen to write your notes.
Yeah, but this is my note writing pen. It's important to me. It's
Oh.
precious.
Is your precious?
Is it